So you tell me to tell you something that maybe a dozen people actually know.
How can this be? This doctor coming out, basically blowing it all out of the water is incredible. I didn't know that Meghan Markle was part of the Miami Vice show because, oh my God, the pants, the look. You know, I thought Meghan Markle was stuck in the 2010s. Clearly, this woman is stuck much further. And now I'm wondering whether she is my age or what, because this look, like she says, it's killing her. She's not killing it. It's killing her. And you know what? It's really creepy because just the day before, the beautiful Princess Catherine wore a beige suit to perfection. And then who do we have? The stalker the very next day. And another thing that's very interesting is that the fake Diana watch and all the funky jewelry, it's gone. Now she's only wearing that. Now I guess somebody told her that she can't continue pretending to be Princess Diana. I mean, how creepy is that? And the interesting thing is here, she was away at least for 15 days. For children that age to be without their mom for like even a week or so, that's terrible. So she's gone for 15 days. And then the very next day, she's in LA having a dinner. And don't forget that this woman landed late in California thanks to her little reel that she posted that she's landed in California late at night. And the very next day, she goes to Los Angeles, which is at least 2.5-hour drive from Montecito. So that means she left early or afternoon. She's not winning an award for Mother of the Year, is she? So we're going to talk right now because a doctor has come forward and has absolutely revealed, and you're going to listen to her. She has absolutely revealed and confirmed that Rachel Meghan Markle was never pregnant, never gave birth to any children. And this is bad news for the palace because, come on, guys, so many discrepancies. And I'm going to show you just a few here, and you're going to hear from the doctor herself. So hang on to your popcorn, get your wine, and let's get into this Friday video, guys, because this is mind-blowing. This has terrible consequences for the palace, and the palace is scrambling to sort this out.
Trevor put an article out there that Meghan had a hysterectomy and couldn't have children. And that was a big issue in their relationship. So that says a lot to the fake royal kids right now, because obviously they couldn't have come out of her. So that's something that she obviously is going to have to deal with.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome you all to my channel, those new and those of you who are returning. Thank you very much for all the tips for my allergies. I'm still not there yet, but it's much better. I was sneezing yesterday, like at least 30 or 40 times. It was pretty bad. Also, please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, and leave a comment. I do read the comments, as you know. Also, I'm very grateful for those of you who bought tickets for the shelter. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can help the shelter get beds, better roof, more food, and more items to train them to get a better handle in life. So thank you very much. The link is in the video description and in the pinned comment below. Thank you, guys. You're amazing. I've sold 200 tickets out of the 1,000. The raffle closes on October 30th. I'm hoping to at least sell 500. So your support is always appreciated. Let's get down to business here. All they had to do was keep their mouth shut. But if you look at this, Meghan Markle has been incredibly quiet about the birth, but mostly the pregnancy of these children. Everything has been shady. The one who's been blabbing and saying crazy things is Prince Harry. There is no way on earth that any doctor on this earth would allow a woman with a geriatric pregnancy, high risk, and with 2 epidurals to leave the hospital within an hour of giving birth, which means that the doctors would have had to deliver Archie, spank his ass, wipe Meghan Markle, put her on a van or whatever and just send her off without testing to see whether there was any nerve damage, because epidurals do that. Like what she said on Oprah, that she didn't want to give a picture because, these people were calling her unborn, very white ginger child the N-word, which is a lie. Also, then she pivoted and said, oh no, I didn't want to call the PAPs because I didn't want them to block the emergency exit. There's no emergency exit at the Portland Hospital, guys. There's actually not an emergency entrance at all. So, and then she said, no, nobody asked me for a picture. This is the picture of Archie's baptism, which was done allegedly sometime in July. And yet, the metadata of the picture says that it was taken on May 8th, 2019. And he was born on May 6th, 2019. Can somebody please explain that to us? And we have raised this repeatedly, not only me, but many YouTubers. I've done quite a few videos about this topic because I'd like some answers. It doesn't add up, does it? And this is just with Archie. Here, the doctor talks about both the children. And listen to what she says.
So you tell me to tell you something that maybe a dozen people actually know that's going to come out very soon. Okay. Meghan Markle, the reason why you watch her interviews and she just seems off, she's owned by a pharmaceutical company. The two children that she had, they're not hers. She didn't have them with Harry. And how her and Harry met is that she's a prostitute.
Isn't that shocking? She's a doctor, and I will leave the link of her account so you can go follow her and review her, because she's a very credible doctor. And she claims to have sources that have informed her and confirmed to her that Meghan Markle has never been pregnant nor given birth to any kids. Yesterday's video, I talked about Harry and Meghan Markle now claiming and leaking to the news that she and Harry have not been intimate for years. In case you didn't know, when Prince Harry was 3 years of age, he was hospitalized and subsequently operated because he had a hernia in one of his testicles. So they removed one of the testicles. Harry has only one testicle. If he has been taking hair loss medication for years, you do the math. With one testicle, hair loss medication, Meghan Markle, a geriatric mother, her brother stating that she had a hysterectomy when she was younger, doesn't bode well, right? The palace getting the time and date wrong because they thought that Meghan had gone into labor. No, she had already delivered. They didn't know what the hell was going on. Harry and Meghan Markle's children are the first children in the line of succession that are not verified, whose origins and birth are not confirmed. How can this be? This doctor coming out, basically blowing it all out of the water, is incredible. Now, if you think about it, it's not far-fetched that Meghan Markle is being employed by pharmaceutical companies, because when she did her interview with Oprah, all of the commercials were from pharmaceutical companies. What is going on here? Why is this woman so protected? And this is the problem that the palace has, that they went along with this lie. And this lie is so huge. Please understand that there are no ifs, ands, or buts. This is treason. This is a crime, because if you insert two children in the line of succession fraudulently, that is treason. And whoever went along with it without verifying the paperwork, or who said, oh, let's let it slide because we don't want to upset Meghan Markle, they also went along and became her accomplices. And I believe that this is what she has in the royal family. The fact that they've gone a lie with this lie and said, you know what? We're in for a penny. We're in for a pound. There's too many things that don't add up. That twerking dance, the hospital confirmed to me that was filmed this year, almost 14 days or 16 days before she released it. because it was COVID and everybody has forgotten about it, that it was COVID. And people at the Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital did not allow fathers to be in there. And couples, if they were there, they had to wear masks at all times. It is pretty telling when a medical doctor comes and debunks this thing, when it says right on record, without any fear of being called out. Because she hasn't been sued. She hasn't been sued at all. And this is very damning. This is absolutely damning. And then Meghan Markle on the stage on her latest absolutely fiasco appearance that everybody heckled and mocked her on the Fortune magazine. She doesn't even know her timeline, claiming that when they decided, listen to this, because the questions was, when you decided to leave the United Kingdom, how did you think? Did you plan? And she said, no, Archie was very little and I was pregnant with Lily. They left the United Kingdom in 2019, November, for Canada. And then she allegedly got pregnant sometime around the end of September, beginning of October, because she claimed she had a miscarriage. And then that Lily was 1 week late. I mean, this woman, everything is a lie. Everything is so complicated. Everything is so convoluted. And what makes this worse? Harry's account in spare, that he inhaled the entire tank of helium or laughing gas that was for Meghan Markle. Not only did that make him look insensitive, but that was incredibly dangerous for his own health and also neglectful from the Portland hospital. Because you see, that means that Harry had access to the medication, which is now is considered a C-class drug. But where were the nurses? Where were the doctors? Why weren't they supervising that Harry? They were watching Harry literally inhale an entire canister of laughing gas, which could have given him a heart attack or anything. And they did nothing. What is the palace going to do next? Because this is not sustainable. There's just too many conflicting answers. The picture, Harry's account of the births, Meghan Markle accounts of the birth. But at the same time, she's keeping very mum. No details. Oh no, I had this clothes, I had this cravings. Nothing. This woman is being very mum about her pregnancies. And this is a woman who was basically boasting about taking a dump in the woods when she was dating Harry. This is a woman who won't shut up and disclose the most private details, like we just saw, disclosing that Harry's bald and impotent. If Harry had only one ball, Meghan a geriatric mother, the family claims and state that Meghan had a hysterectomy. How can a woman with a hysterectomy be pregnant? And most of all, why did the royal family go along with this? And what's going to happen now that this has come out? This is a punishable crime. This is fraud in the highest levels. And the royal family is in on it. Let me know what you think, beautiful people. And once again, I would like to thank you for buying a raffle ticket. It really makes a difference.
Can you just tell them the truth? Can you say to the world, just tell people and then they'll understand?